and welcome to Tina's World. I'm sorry, I had to show that. Today's video, I want to do a video if you are subscribed to my other channel, you saw this video already. But I added 2 more books, so I have 19 books here that I want to try to read these books and see which ones I want and what I want to declutter. I want to do a book declutter, but excuse me, but doing a book declutter, I have to read books to see if I'm going to read them. So if I can't get past chapter 2, then I know it's a book and it's not for me. I have 2 in this bag beside me already. I'm ready to get rid of. So let's go into here. One of them was one of the books that is this month's read for my TBR for September. I tried to read it. I couldn't get. I just was taking a bath and tried to get into it and I couldn't. So the first book I have, and I am excited to read, is The Housemaid by Frida Mcfadden. Cannot wait to read this book. I want to get the other books of this one, but the only way I'm going to get book 2 and 3, the other books to the series, is if I like book 1. If I'm not, I really like Frida Mcfadden. I like to get all of her books just to have them in my collection, but I really don't want to do that. So we're going to see if I like this book or not. The next one I have is God's Calling. It was a short book. I just wanted to add 2 more books because I needed it on my piece of paper. I have a piece of paper hanging on my wall over here that's got all 19 books to read. This is book 18. The Frida Mcfadden, The Housemaid, was book 1 because I'm taking it camping with me this weekend. We're going camping, so that's one of the books I'm going to take to read with me. I'm just bringing 1 book because it's an overnight camping trip. So then I have God's Calling. If I don't finish The Housemaid, then if I camping, I will try to get it done camping. We'll see. I've got God's Calling. The next one is The Dancing Girls. I've heard so much about this book. I can't wait to read it. It's in mint condition, and I paid 50 cents for this at the library. And this is book 1 of the book series, because it says it up here. I guess it's going to be a book series, and it's book 1, so we'll get into it. The next one has been on my radar to read, and it's, this by A.J Russell. God is Calling is by A.J Russell. This is by M&M. Oh, anyway. I will have these linked, all the books linked down below with the name and everything as well. Once in a Blue Moon by Dorianne Cole. The next one I have by Sarah Kuhn. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. I'm not for sure, but it's I Love You So Much. Matcha. I Love You So Much. Then I have Keepers of the Stars by Robinne Lee. I definitely can't wait to read this book. Then I have this one here. This one here, inspiration. This is an inspiration for a Netflix series. It's by Shirley Jackson, and it's A Haunting of the Hill House. It looks mighty interesting. It is small. I started to think about taking this one because it was small, and I'm like, no, I want to read the Frida Mcfadden book. Then we have by Ruth, Ware, In a Dark Wood. I cannot wait to read this book. Oh my god. One by One. I definitely want to read this one by one too. I want to read all of her books. But I read one. I liked it. I read this. I have not read this one. I need to read it. The other one is All of Us, The Villains by Amanda Food and Christine Hartman. Definitely cannot wait to read this book. A good friend of mine said this sounded like a very good book. This is book 1 of the series. There's another one that goes with it right there. I definitely want to get that one to read it after I read this one. Then we have by Robinne Lee, The Idea of You. I know there's is also in another cover, and it's soon to be a motion picture. That's what it says on here. It could be already a motion picture. I don't know. I have to look and see. Then we have Dark Vulture by Alan Furst. Furst. I don't really pronounce his last name, but this one, I'm definitely dying to read this book. This book is, I believe it's book 8 in the series. So I read it, and if I like book 8, then I will try to get book 1 and read book 1. The next one is by Victoria Aveyard, and I've been dying to read Red Queen. So these here, including the Frida Mcfadden book, but it's not in this hold right here. Along with my Frida Mcfadden book, these are all the books I want to try to get read. I have this year and next year. I want to try to read these books, go through them. It doesn't matter how many months. I'm not worried about how many months it takes me to read these books. That I'm not really worried about. What it is that I want to get done with this, and I want to be able to read these books, go through these books, read these books, and see which one I'm going to DNF, declutter, or not declutter. So if you're thinking about decluttering books, let's see, instead of going through your book and say, oh, this is on my shelf, I don't think I'm ever going to read it. I've done that before, and I ended up buying the book again, and I read it and liked the book. So instead of decluttering them that way, try to read at least, grab the book, open it up to the first chapter, try to read the first chapter and see what it's about, and try to read the second chapter. If you can't get through the second chapter, then get rid of the book. If I cannot get through the second chapter, then I know that I'm not going to like the book. One of the books I am decluttering is Kite Runner. And I didn't care for the movie, Kite Runner, so I didn't care for the book. I tried, but it did not faze me at all. Ghostly Encounters, America's Haunted Lives in Hotels. I really wanted to get into that book. I was reading it and I could not get past chapter 2 of that book. It was just, I read the first story. It was good. I could not get through the second story at all. I could not get through that second story. It was not for me. I just could not get through it. So I got rid of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do, give it a thumbs up. And until next time. Bye bye guys.